into the fourth dimension.
Hello there, and welcome back to this week's Triumph over Lockdown. The Total Mind Fitness. We're going to be going into mindfulness, compassion, focus therapy, all sorts of different skills going through the Triumph system, not necessarily in any particular order, but just to help us get through this lockdown period. It's not easy at the best of times, and it's certainly not easy during strict lockdown. So wherever you are, wherever you're coming in from, you're welcome to put your name and comment as we go along. It'd be great if you could share, like, and tag this program so that we can, get the message out to others. That's really an important point. The idea of this is to, and best as possible, is to create some sort of community that we can all help each other. So please share it out so that we can actually do this and have this trauma to triumph experience together. Now, the way that I've worked it out, just to remind everybody, is to have two parts to this. Okay, so those two parts are basically, the first part is a more organized, practical side of things, and the second part is more of a discussion. And let's see if we can get your comments in and see what we can do. So without further ado, let's get straight into part one. So we're going to start off with our breathing exercises. It's really important to help us get grounded, get into that present moment state that we can begin to let go. Today we're going to be talking about self-compassion and how we can self-soothe ourselves, and the breathing is very good for that. So if you can sit up healthily and have a good posture, put your 2 feet on the ground, and we're going to be breathing with our tummies. So let's get straight into it. If you don't remember how to do the breathing, then you can go back to a couple of videos and I explain it in quite detail there. So the idea is that we do this together. So breathing in for 3. Holding for 2. And out through the mouth for 5. Very good. Once again, very slowly letting go as we do it. Breathing in. Holding. And breathing out. That's halfway there now. Breathing in now. Deep, deep breath. Fill your lungs. Hold it. And breathing out through the mouth. One more time. Very slowly. This is the time that's dedicated to you. Self-care time. Breathing in. Holding it in the lungs. And breathing out. That's wonderful. Just let that marinate around you. And the second part of our practical is going to be a little bit of a kind of mindful meditation. And so what I'd like you to do again is sit comfortably. Back straight if you can. Now you can close your eyes for this exercise, or you can just kind of lower your eyes and gaze on a part of floor or a table. So just closing your eyes now. We have an internal struggle that goes on in our lives. Our thoughts are coming in, our emotions are taking us on an emotional roller coaster. We get sometimes we get these body sensations that are very uncomfortable. So this is a little mindful intervention that I got from the ACT Practitioner's Guide to the Science of Compassion. It's a great book. This is some elements of compassion-focused ACT. So I'd like you to take a few moments to basically allow yourself to become comfortable. Where you're sitting, just adopt a posture that's secure for you and gives you that feeling of being grounded. You can make small adjustments to your position and posture. Just get yourself comfortable. And now allow your eyes just to gently close. Or if you wish, you can just gaze at a spot on the floor. Without deliberately changing the pace of your breathing, just keep it normally as you breathe. Just begin to gently bring your attention to the flow of your breath in and out of your body. Now bring part of your attention to the soles of your feet. Take notice of them. Wiggle your toes if you wish. Next, bring part of your attention to the top of your head. And now bring your attention to everything in between. Your torso, your back, tummy, legs. As you're breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Pay attention to breathing in. And as you're breathing out, know that you are breathing out. Pay attention and notice when you're breathing out. Begin to notice the sensations that are present in your body. If there are feelings of tension, pressure, or discomfort, bring your attention to these as well. As much as you can, bring an attitude of willingness to experience these sensations that are present in your body. Just be willing to have them, willing to notice them, willing to be with them. As you breathe in, breathe attention, especially into those areas of your body that present discomfort or tension or resistance. Let your breath reach those places in your body. Can you make space for these experiences? I invite you to bring part of your attention to any feelings of resistance that you may have, to any struggle that you're experiencing around these sensations. You might notice the tension that's involved in fighting these experiences moment by moment. It's a constant struggle. And when meeting each of these sensations, wherever they may arise in your body, open yourself to this experience. Let go of the fight. Let go of the struggle. Bring gentle attention back to your breath. Allow yourself to be exactly as you are in this moment. Give yourself permission to be yourself at this very moment. Inhale, and as you exhale, completely let go of attention to physical sensations. Then when you next inhale, bring your attention to your thoughts and emotions. What thoughts are flowing through your mind? What feelings are moving in your heart? Bring an open, receiving attention, especially to those thoughts and emotions that you would typically struggle against. As much as you can, allow yourself to soften around these thoughts and feelings. Just be gentle with yourself. Allow that to happen in this moment. Can you make space for these events in your mind and heart? Can you let go of this struggle within yourself, even if it's just for this very moment? Now return your attention to the flow of your breath, to your feet on the ground. Pay attention to your seat in the chair. Notice your back feeling upright and supported. As you breathe in, bring attention to the struggles in your life. What struggles are you continuing to fight? See if you can feel the presence of these battles and struggles. If you struggle with your body, bring awareness to that. Bring your attention to that. If you struggle against your emotions, notice that in this very moment. Just be willing to sit with it. If there are thoughts that intrude, thoughts that you wage war against, that you struggle against, that you fight with, bring a gentle awareness to those struggles. For a moment, allow yourself to feel the weight of all these struggles and battles. How long have these armies within you been fighting? How long have you been struggling with this? Softening around even this experience, allowing yourself to bring open, compassionate attention to the struggles. Let go of these battles. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow yourself to feel a complete willingness to be exactly who you are, right here and right now. In this moment, allow yourself to accept the totality of everything that life has brought you and all that you have brought to life. Isn't it time to stop the struggle you've been waging within yourself? Allow yourself again to choose to let this struggle go. Yes, with courage and commitment. Allow yourself to fully accept who you are right here and right now. Now bring part of your attention to the soles of your feet. Wiggle your toes if you wish. I invite you now to bring part of your attention to the top of your head. Slow down. And now bring attention to everything in between. Your face, your neck, shoulders, upper torso, front and back, lower torso, hips and legs. Returning attention to breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Simply follow your breath. As you're breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Notice it. Pay attention to it. And as you're breathing out, notice that you are breathing out. Pay attention to it. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and allow yourself to let go of this exercise and resume your day. Wow. Well, I do this along with you and I find that very, very powerful. So you're welcome to put your comments and your experience of this in the comments, and we'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to prepare myself a little drink of ketones because I have ketones every day. And if you don't know what ketones are, here's a little look.
We have the only naturally fermented ketones on the market. Okay, we know that they raise up in the blood more than anything else. But what do ketones do? Well, there's a number of things they do. Number one, we like to think of ketones as in-depth signaling molecules, okay? So what do I mean by that? They actually trigger a cascade of processes to occur in your body, okay, that help you to be optimized. Ketones appear to help muscle. They actually help trigger muscle to build and repair and recover faster. Ketones are a elite fuel source for your brain. In fact, if everyone here were to take a package of ketones and a serving of sugar, your brain would prefer to use the ketones over the sugar. Ketonat yields more energy per ketone molecule than glucose does. So that's why when you take it, you feel like you have a bunch of energy, because ketones are the ultimate source of energy, the ultimate fuel source, right? They also are a more efficient source of fuel. One of the things we do in our research laboratory to test that is oxygen. So the more oxygen you need to burn a fuel, the less efficient it is. We actually, when we put people in our lab and we give them ketonat, they use less oxygen to use ketones than they do to use carbohydrates. Why is that important? Let's say that you went to elevation. Let's say you went to Colorado where maybe it's elevation and harder to breathe. You wouldn't need as much oxygen to use ketones. So you wouldn't be as out of breath. So that's an extreme example of like the need for oxygen to use fuel. You really know when you're at elevation, right? So that need is less with ketones. They're more of an efficient fuel. I know obviously the big question is, how does it impact body composition? There's a number of different ways that it impacts body composition. It makes us more satiated, so we're not as hungry, so we tend to not eat as much. It also makes us happier and more energetic, so we want to exercise more. It also helps prevent your muscle from being lost when you're dieting, because most people, when they try and do fat loss diets, they lose muscle and fat, but ketones spare muscle. So that's a general overview of ketonat, and I would say why it's so special.
Hi everyone, it's great to have you back, and really loving the comments coming in. So Jack is saying hi Dov, hi to you Jack, great to have you here. Wayne is saying appreciation, gratitude. Yeah, gratitude is so important. Wake up in the morning and have gratitude that we're still got a chance at this life. We've got a brand new day with brand new opportunities. Kimlani is saying, love this, thank you. Well, thank you for coming in and being part of this. This is really important. And Wayne again saying beautiful blessings. And so beautiful blessings to you too, Wayne. That's absolutely important. It's really important that we learn how to self-care. It's not something that we're used to doing. In fact, a lot of the time our society actually frowns upon it and says, well, you're being selfish. Why are you always thinking about yourself, just taking care of yourself? You should be helping others and doing things for society and contributing. And absolutely correct. We should be contributing to society and helping others, but not at the expense of our own self-care. That's a big mistake. By society. There's research out there that those who are taking care of others only and not taking care of themselves will develop all sorts of complications. And the wards are full of them, of really nice people, nice in inverted commas, that have been helping others all the time, but completely neglecting their own self-care. And so this is something that's really important. We have to understand that our whole thinking, our whole idea, our whole experience of life can be sorted around what state we're in. So if we're in a state of fear all the time, we're in that state of struggle all the time, then our attention is going to be on that struggle. Our focus is going to narrow right down, and that's all we're going to be able to think about, and it's all we're going to be able to see. And so any motivations that we have for anything are going to be surrounded in this state of fear. And so we're going to limit our behaviors. We're going to limit the kind of things that we want to do because our motivation will be down, because we'll be focused on the fear. We won't actually be getting up and doing anything that's important to us. We'll have all sorts of imaginary kind of scenarios in the future that are preventing us, because we've got sorts of horrors that we're beginning to think about. And your emotions are going to kick in. Those fear emotions, those emotions that slow us down, that prevent us from doing things that are important. And so that meditation that we did was about letting go of that internal struggle of fear. Most of the time, people are not complaining about their external circumstances. Yeah, we might have problems with finances and problems for work and problems with family and relationships, but a lot of them are based on what's happening inside our own bodies and minds. That's when we really struggle. When we struggle with these thoughts, when we struggle with our emotions, when we struggle with our body sensations, when we struggle with our memories, when we struggle with things that we create in the future and bring them back into the present moment that haven't even existed yet. So learning to breathe, learning to slow down, learning to take notice, learning to be willing to be with these uncomfortable experiences that we have. Understanding that less is more, and that we can accomplish more by doing less, by focusing one thing at a time. This can help us have a much more fulfilling life. And that's what this daily program is all about. It's about helping us develop those skills. Right? It's about helping us be with each other and helping us through this time. So you're welcome to put any comments in, or write to me, or just join me on a daily basis between 1 o'clock and 1:30 UK time every day. Let's use this triumph system to bring triumph into our life and triumph over this horrible era that we're living through at this moment. Triumph through a lockdown period. And together we will learn from each other, support each other, and triumph together. Thank you very much for watching.
Into the fourth dimension.
Disclaimer, this show is not therapy, nor a replacement for therapy. Should you wish to inquire about therapy, counseling, life, or executive coaching, please contact Dov Ben-Yaakov-Kurtzman at factcpfa@gmail.com, factcpfa@gmail.com. Dov Ben-Yaakov-Kurtzman is a highly experienced psychotherapist, executive business coach, and author of the book, Mind Over Terror, 3 weeks, 2 cities, 1 mission. With over 10,000 hours of experience and academic degrees in government, law, clinical social work, and a postgraduate diploma in psychiatry with distinction, Dov has the background to help you. He's also available for public speaking and corporate training.